Hey there, folks. Buckle up, because today's story is one that's going to send chills right down your spine. I mean, if I had lived through what this guy did, I'd be sprinting out of town faster than you can say ghost. But not him. Nope. He stayed. And wow, just wow. You have to hear what happened. Alright, let me set the scene for you. Our story today revolves around a guy named Mark. Now, Mark was your average, everyday dude, just trying to get by, work his job, and enjoy a peaceful life. But things took a sharp turn into Creepsville when he moved into a quaint little house in the outskirts of town. You know the type, old, charming, a bit run down, and haunted as hell. Yeah, you heard me right. Haunted. But Mark didn't know that when he signed the lease. No one bothered to tell him, oh hey, by the way, there's a spirit here that's a bit too attached to the place. And trust me, this wasn't your average ghost. No spooky shadows or flickering lights, this spirit was on a mission, and that mission was Mark. The first night was uneventful. Mark set up his stuff, had a beer, and crashed on the couch, probably thinking he'd just scored a killer deal on rent. But, oh man, was he in for a surprise. It started small, as these things often do, just little things, like hearing a door creak open in the middle of the night or feeling a sudden chill when he walked into the kitchen. He brushed it off, thinking, old house, probably just settling. But let's be real, how many times have you heard that one? By the second week, things got weirder. Every night, Mark would wake up at exactly 3:15 a.m. And not just a little, oh, I need to pee kind of wake up. No, we're talking bolt upright, heart pounding, wide awake, what the hell just happened, kind of wake up. It was like his body knew something he didn't. The house was silent, dead silent. No creaks, no groans, just an oppressive, suffocating stillness. And here's the kicker, he started feeling like he wasn't alone. Now, Mark was a tough guy, not one to freak out easily. But even he had to admit something was off. It wasn't until one particularly cold night that he finally saw it. He was sitting on his couch, trying to shake off another restless sleep, when he felt a presence. You know that feeling when someone's standing right behind you? Yeah, it was like that, but times 10. He turned around, and there it was, a shadowy figure just standing there in the doorway, watching him. And here's the part that really gets me, Mark didn't run. He didn't scream. Nope, he just stared right back, probably thinking, is this really happening? But it was happening, all right. The figure didn't move, didn't make a sound, but Mark could feel its anger, its resentment, its need. It was as if the spirit was tied to him, bound by some twisted, unseen force. Over the next few days, things escalated quickly. Mark started seeing the figure everywhere, in the corner of his eye, in the bathroom mirror, even in his dreams. It was relentless, always there, always watching. He tried everything, sage, salt, heck, he even called in a priest. But nothing worked. The spirit wasn't going anywhere, and it made sure Mark knew it. And here's where things get really wild. One night, after another sleepless evening, Mark decided he'd had enough. He was getting the hell out of there. He packed his bags, threw them in his car, and took off down the road. But as he was driving away, something unbelievable happened. The temperature in the car dropped, and the radio started playing static. Mark's breath fogged up the windows, and he felt that same suffocating presence. And then, in the rearview mirror, he saw it, sitting right there in the back seat, its hollow eyes staring at him. I don't know how he managed it, but Mark floored the gas pedal and didn't stop until he was miles away from that cursed house. But here's the thing, no matter how far he drove, the feeling never left him. To this day, Mark says he can still feel it watching, waiting, just out of sight. So, if you ever find yourself looking at a too-good-to-be-true rental, take my advice, think twice. Because sometimes, wow, the things that come with the place, well, they're just not worth the deal.